What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. If you're here for the very first time, please do me a favor. Subscribe down below and hit that little bell notification so that you know when I put out my videos. If you're back and are a subscriber, thank you so much. There's no channel without you. One of the problems that humanity has as a whole is this problem with balance. How do we properly balance our life? How do we properly stay responsible, but yet have fun? Oftentimes, that is a hard thing to find a good balance in. We often find ourselves having to sacrifice one for the other. If I'm going to be responsible, then therefore I can't have as much fun as I used to have. Or if I'm going to have a ton of fun, I'm probably going to end up losing out on those opportunities or those things that I'm supposed to be responsible for. Well, we're going to talk about, number one, the big difference between being carefree and careless. And number two, how to actually try to accomplish a sense of balance between them.
I'll be afraid to get myself wet, but I owe it to my family to scream out next. It's the RRX, the fans they scream next, while others they make threats, while the devil's making bets that I'll be afraid to get myself wet, but I owe it to my family to scream out next. So you think that I'm offended cause you don't wanna listen? Brother, I was commissioned to rip this mission, cause your continual dissing just gives me ammunition to unload why you want.
Hey buddy, what you doing? Growing up, I was one of those individuals that was very careless. I just ended up doing whatever I essentially wanted, but then having to reap the consequences of those after the fact. With that carelessness came this mindset of like, it'll get handled. But unfortunately, I ended up putting myself in more situations than not. It wasn't until college that I realized that maybe I've been viewing these things wrong. One of the greatest things that I learned was this sense of balance. You know, what was the difference between being careless and carefree? See, because that to me was the biggest difference between being responsible and irresponsible. I was careless with my time. I was careless with my money. I was careless with a lot of things. And I didn't put into consideration that maybe my mindset was completely off. What I thought was me being carefree was just me being irresponsible. Can you relate to this problem? Do you know what I'm talking about? If you can relate to this, just tell me yes down below, because I just want to feel like I'm not alone in this. Why don't y'all just come with me? Personally, I believe there is a great difference between being carefree and being careless. Careless individuals are very quick to make mistakes that are going to be detrimental to a lot of people or themselves. Carefree individuals kind of live this shoulder shrug mentality. Don't mistake being carefree with indifferent. We have to come to terms with the fact that life isn't always about us. This world consists of a bunch of us's. We can't just continually walk around and say to ourselves that I don't care about X, Y, and Z because it has nothing to do with me. That's not being carefree. That's being indifferent. And ultimately, that's more of a danger. So be careful. Careless individuals just miss those minor details that need to be there to accomplish something fully. If I did everything that I could to pass a test, I put in the time, I took proper notes, I listened. If I actually can do that, then yeah, I'm going into that test carefree because I know that I've done everything in my ability to do what I can to pass that test. Same thing for individuals, again, who are stepping into different realms, whether it's athletics, professional career, you're a fighter, a professional fighter, like whatever the case may be, right? Whatever you do, if you know that you've done everything that you can to prepare properly, to step into whatever you're about to step into, then your next perspective change should be a carefree mentality. That regardless of the outcome, I've done everything that I could to make myself better. A wise man is cautious and turns from evil, but a fool is easily angered and careless. There are two individuals in scripture, and you're probably going to find a lot of them, but this is to make my point. Adam and Jesus. Now, Adam was careless. He was given instruction to take care and cultivate the land, protect the land, including his wife Eve. When confronted by the serpent, Adam was nowhere to be found. False. He was there. Adam should have been protecting his wife and his land, but instead he remained silent. He was careless with his responsibility. Jesus came to this world to undo all that Adam did. But Jesus didn't walk around careless. He walked around carefree, knowing that he was on a mission. How do I know he was carefree? Because in scripture, although they were attacking him, and although they were setting him up to be killed, he continued on his mission. He did not stop. He was very careful. Those two are biblical characters that literally embody the difference between being careless and being carefree. Being careless could be detrimental to you unlocking your greatest potential. All we need to take into consideration is the following: that if we live a life that's carefree, then chances are we're going to err on the side of caution, be a little bit more prudent, but also know that our God's got our back. Let's go back to Bob. You know, the greatest thing that I figured out about careless and carefree was about my mindset. My mindset was completely set on, I just don't want the stress and the anxiety of responsibilities. As you get older, you're going to have more responsibilities. So I can't be ducking and trying to move and avoid responsibility. Is just a natural part of maturity. When I started being a little bit more carefree is when I started to realize that my God's got my back regardless of my mess up. Now I could be carefree in life with my time, with my money, with my responsibilities. I can still do that. Why can't I do that? I'm more carefree because I realize that ultimately my God has my back, right? I know this is not a scapegoat or a crutch. A lot of people tend to think that people who are faithful are just passing the buck over to God, but that's not what this is. It's ultimately a statement of me saying to myself and the rest of humanity, your God always has your back. See, there was times where I would find myself in financial strain. Now, I wasn't making a lot of money. How I got through college baffles me. How I got through life just kind of baffles me. The ultimate conclusion to this confusion that I had about how I got through was that God always provided for me. I hope this video helps you and has helped you distinguish the difference between being carefree and being careless. Balancing responsibility with actually being you and doing you. Hopefully, this moves you in that right direction. If any of these things seem to kind of like ring true, then let me know in the comments below. If you think I'm off my rocker and think that you are making no sense with any of this, then let me know in the comments below too. All right. Help me help you, or you help me help. You know what I'm talking about. Yo, this is your boy 210, and I appreciate you sticking around for this video. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so below and hit the bell. And I'll see you guys next time. God bless. Yo, Bob, say goodbye. Bob, you so rude, bro. You so rude. I'll be afraid to get myself wet, but I owe it to my family to scream out next. It's the RRX, the fans they scream next, while others they make threats, while the devil's making bets that I'll be afraid. I swear, there's like 1,000 motorcycles. Differentiating the Can you relate to this? Different what? A wise man. Look again. Why I gotta be like that? I'm just trying to be playful, bro. Hey, you know what? Today I'm taller than you. I can handle you. I handled you last time. I can handle you now. You know what? Never mind. You missed the big time. Do the show yourself. Do the show yourself.